Well, first of all, congratulations on the movie.
Thanks,
It was, for lack of a better term, it's pretty badass. I mean, this movie. I have to ask you, there's scenes in the film where you're training / fighting a 16-year-old girl, and as an actor, though, you want to make it look as realistic as possible, but also, I'm sure in your mind, you're kind of like wondering, like, hope I don't hurt her. How do you balance that out?
Well, I guess, the guilt factor, or the protective gene that you have for someone who's younger and of the opposite sex kicks in, and you don't want to hurt her. If it's a male co-star, you're not as concerned. So I was initially legitimately concerned, but after we'd had a couple of days of training together, I could tell that she was so committed, and to do that stuff, you really have to trust each other, and I trusted her implicitly, so it got easier, definitely.
Now, in the fights that you've done in the past and now with her, is she tough? Is she more tough than some guys you've worked with?
Definitely tougher than some guys I've worked with. She complains less. She's prepared. Great endurance, great attitude, and fantastic sense of humor. No, seriously, she's like a true athlete in this movie. Really great.
My favorite shot of the movie is that like 5-minute take where you're walking through the train station and the camera's following you on a steady cam, and you go down there and you fight those guys. As an actor, though, like knowing that 5 minutes from now you're gonna be beating guys up, but the camera's not gonna cut, is that hard for you? Like, all the cues you're taking and everything?
Well, it's different. It's extremely challenging, and it is, it's harder than normal, but at the same time, it's so exciting. So used to seeing fight scenes where everything's cut a million times, and a lot of your choreography gets lost. So to have a 3 or 4 minute take, or a scene where there are no cuts and you've got to fight 4 or 5 guys and know it's all got to be spot on. Yes, the anxiety level is up, but it's a privilege, when a director gives you that opportunity. It was so much fun, much fun.
How many takes?
We had to do it at sunset, so we only had time to do about 6 or 7. Okay. And I think it's the second take that's in the film.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, to wrap me up, I do want to mention, you and Saoirse's character are in the forest. You're cut off in the beginning, completely off electricity, no music, no movies, no television. If you had to do that in real life, and you could take one thing with you, what would it be? One thing.
What would it be? Well, I was going to say an iPod just for the music, but there'd be no electricity. So, I don't know, maybe a guitar, and hope that the person I'm with can play it.
Do you play guitar?
Only a little bit.
We gotta play sometime.
I'd be relying on the other person. I'll be like, here you go.
If I'm there, I'll teach you.
Okay, done.
All right. And Saoirse's idea was a boombox with a machine gun built in, so she could play killer music.
But
that was
where's
her
the electricity coming from?
I know. I don't know.
Maybe a ball.
Good idea.
Maybe a ball.
It was a pleasure meeting you, by the way.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.